And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Hines. Alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Adley LaForce reporting from the sideline. Let's take a look at the numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
So the New York starting 5. We've got Anthony. Robinson is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's John Stockton. And for the Timberwolves, Parker out there with Hardaway. Then there's Markkanen. Then there's Divac. And as the NBA season rolls on, GA, what? One of the biggest challenges this time of the schedule.
I'd say maintaining your level. It's so hard to be consistent throughout the season, and it's really about the mental side of the game. It's so tough to stay locked in.
Now here's Anthony. Can't hit the step-back jump shot. Markkanen against Anthony. Markkanen kicks to Divac. Timberwolves passing it around. And that one's good. Parker.
And far from just a scorer, Hardaway is also adept at finding his teammate.
Stockton the bounce pass. Anthony can't hit. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Divac sets a screen. Here's Hardaway. Robinson against Divac. Robinson with the block.
And clearing the deck, the Admiral. His length and reaction time, so impressive.
Davis with a screen on Parker. Pass to Anthony. Just 5 to shoot. 20 feet out. And the Knicks miss again.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Hardaway passes to Parker. And that one drops for him.
And the play becomes so much easier with Parker pulling off moves like they're a true master at handling the rock.
Now, here's Stockton. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Anthony down low. He's guarded by Markkanen. And that one's good, Anthony.
And the closer he gets to the hoop, the more effortless it looks for Anthony, a smooth shooter.
And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Back to Parker. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Pass to Parker. There's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Markkanen. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
Well, Markkanen keeps the defense off balance with the quick trigger.
Anthony, the pass to Davis, and the shot is good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Divac. Robinson with the block. Pass to Stockton. And it's Anthony with the jam.
There's some thunder in Carmelo Anthony. Watch out.
Parker passes to Hardaway. On the wing, Hardaway. Parker inside. Stockton's on it. 2 points. That one goes. And it's 6 points for Tony Parker.
And when you give Parker room to work his magic down inside, he knows how to finish with style.
Stockton the pass to Robinson. And here is Davis. Parker with the steal. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And Parker's just extremely clever at getting fouls off those kinds of shots.
Minnesota shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Parker. 2 shots.
Free throw drops in for Tony Parker. Instead, the head coach, Chris Finch, bringing a culture of accountability to this Timberwolves team.
Yeah, Chris Finch challenges every player, Kevin, top to bottom. No sugarcoating Coach Finch's message, but at the same time, getting that buy-in that a coach has to have. Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And of course, free throws always so important. Here are the leaders. Stockton looking around. Anthony with the screen on Parker. Anthony against Markkanen. Anthony can't hit. Timberwolves leading by 3. Parker left side. Right side Hardaway. Robinson pulls it in. For New York, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Three-pointer from Stockton. No good that time.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Down low. Lays it up off the glass.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Pass to Anthony. Back to Stockton. That 3 off the mark.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Parker outside. Knocked loose. Markkanen kicks to Hardaway. No good from outside.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Stockton outside. Back to Anthony. They need this one. New York, no good that time either. Minnesota leading by 5. Parker finds Hardaway. Back to Parker. That one goes. Count it.
Can't argue with a chance like that. Give me more of those.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Knicks making a change here. Knicks trail by 7. Here's Harrison. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Young up top, covered by Parker. Shot clock at 6. Latrey. Minnesota with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Inside. Rebound by Parker.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, in case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Back to Young. Looking to end the run. Jaquez with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 9. Parker outside. Gafford sets the pick for Parker. To the left side wing. Fires the 3. Does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. Knicks trail by 9. Young outside. Lets it go with the 3. And Bonner pulls it down.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Mullins' shot is off. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. And a chance here to look at the numbers for Tony Parker. And he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint.
Shoots 2.
The first one falls. Rick Riddenauer's checked in for the Timberwolves. Bogues, he's checked in for the Knicks. He hits both from the stripe. There's 1:17 left to play in the first quarter. Young against Riddenauer. Jaquez outside. Gafford sets the pick for Jaquez. Tries to shoot.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Young taking his time here. Pass to Bogues. Back to Young for 3. And the 3-ball is good.
Well, Trae Young is a tremendous outside shooter with almost limitless range.
Jaquez outside. To the inside. And the rejection by Breen. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Here's Mullen. Scoreless thus far. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that. Young against Mullen.
Young outside. They set the pick. A 3-ball. No good. Shot missing. And so it's Minnesota in the driver's seat. Up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Right back after this break. For those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Minnesota.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. They've got Robinson. Anthony Davis is out there with Anthony. Then it's Bogues, and it's Stockton in at the point guard. So, Stan, just for old time's sake, do you think the league should bring back the hand check? Do you miss it?
Well, look, Kevin, I think what the league's done with allowing freedom of movement has made this game a lot better than it was. I think the key, as it is in most things, is finding the balance where we're giving the defense a chance, not calling cheap fouls, but also not letting them just physically overpower each other.
Now Hardaway, following the miss by John Stockton from deep. To the middle. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Back to Robinson. Five on the clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, and Robinson is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader.
Shoot 2.
Free throw good. Robinson Minnesota making some changes. Evans is checked in for Bonner. Lowry Marketing comes in for Mullen. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Luke Ridenour. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Now, here's Stockton. Still scoreless. They get a bet. Robinson. And then Robinson slams it in.
I mean, just throwing himself on the offensive glass, Robinson knows he has the size and length to capitalize there.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Here's Hardaway. 23 points his last outing. Markkanen sets the pick for Hardaway. And Markkanen throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Timberwolves leading by 15. Hardaway with it. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Parker against Stockton, taken away by Anthony. And here's the fast break. Floats it up to Davis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And really with the off-the-charts explosiveness, Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
Stockton against Parker. Six to shoot. Started by Davis. Rebound by Anthony.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Stockton dishes to Robinson. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. And it's off from three-point range.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Timberwolves passing it around. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. Backing up the points down low, well, that's exactly what these guys have done this season. Check out the top-scoring big men in the NBA. Fourth, Anthony Davis.
You know, there are different styles among those big men, but they have one thing very much in common. They can dominate offensively. Face up or back to the basket, they can get it done.
Yeah, and what jumps out at me from these guys is the amount of skill they all have on offense. They can go at you so many ways.
From 13, a rebound by the Timberwolves. Evans has got 4 rebounds in this game, taken away by Anthony. Looking to get back on track here, and the layup is up and in. Anthony's got 6.
Anthony just barreling through, no stopping him with a head of steam.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
And while we got a chance, get some numbers for Hardaway. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Knicks trail by 11. Stockton outside, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Minnesota. And New York with a change here, too. Rand's checked in. Chalk up 2 there. And that's now 10 points for Parker.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Anthony with a screen on Parker. Stockton passes to Anthony. Rebound, Minnesota. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
Parker's shot is off. Knicks trail by 13. Anthony kicks to Stockton. From deep. Anthony can't hit.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
To the paint. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Robinson a screen on Parker. A nice shot by Stockton.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now, here's Parker. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Heat in Miami.
Well, and the amount of turnovers he forced as well. Very aggressive on the defensive end.
Now Stockton following Penny Hardaway's three-point attempt. Six on the shot clock. Robinson down low. Covered by Gafford. Robinson misses.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And just fluid off the dribble. Great length to finish, and Hardaway attacking now with purpose.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Substitution.
Young against Ridnour. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Yeah, you're not going to find too many floor generals better than Young.
And Stan, you think about the skill level of Trae Young. What makes him, in your opinion, such a tough cover?
Well, I think the best thing about Trae Young, Kevin, is as much of a scorer he is, he's even better as a passer. And so it's hard to commit a second defender to Trae Young all the time because he will find the open people and create great shots for his team.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, Trae Young is learning to become more of a threat when he's off the ball. He said at every level there's a different type of game. Now, knowing the NBA game, I'm more patient, understanding how the game is, how to control it from the beginning to the end, and how you need to win. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And there it is for him. Bonner's got his third basket of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And Young kicks to Bogues. Back to Young. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Here's what the Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll host the Washington Wizards. And then on Thursday, they'll go up against Tyrese Halliburton and the Utah Jazz.
And that game against Memphis, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Luke Ridnour picks one up. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
That's good from Young.
Well, guys, what I love about Young is you cannot break his will. Great mental and emotional toughness.
And so Young nails them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now, here's Mullen. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Bonner passes to Mullen. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Mullen's got 6.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Pass to Bogues. Back to Young. Over Mullen. New York, no good that time either.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Unloads, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Mullins got 6 points in the quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Young outside with 1 on the clock. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Minnesota with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
You know, on the boards, they've been ferocious. They've been intimidating. Reminds me of watching big fella out there.
You know they're going to have some bruised elbows tonight. Thank you, Kenny. That was your first compliment in 3 years.
Two.
Let's turn our attention to the three-point shootout and highlight some of the top candidates.
All of them have serious talent, and they have endurance. They can shoot all day, rack after rack.
Yeah, when these guys get on a roll, they don't stop. They pile it on. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Minnesota leading by 19. We've got Parker. He's out there with Hardaway. Markkanen is out there with Divac. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Outside Hardaway. Parker outside. It's rebounded by New York. Now Anthony. Stockton passes to Robinson. Now here's Anthony. Robinson left side. Shot clock at 5. With the fadeaway. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Robinson sets a screen for Anthony. Off target from outside.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Divac a screen on Stockton. Inside. Stolen by Robinson. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Parker dishes to Hardaway. It's hauled in by Stockton.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
This one for 3. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Now here's Hardaway. G right on him. Robinson with the block.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's stolen by Divac. Pass to Parker. Here's Hardaway. There's the 3. Knicks with the rebound. Ware's got his 5th rebound in this one. Anthony, the pass to Stockton. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Back to Anthony. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. 8 points for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Davis is checked in for the Knicks. With the All-Star game almost near, let's see how the East is shaking out. Taking a look at New York. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Parker passes to Markkanen. Parker looking over the floor. From the arc. Knicks with the rebound. Anthony up on top. He's guarded by Markkanen. Good on the shot.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Back to Parker. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. He's guarded by Davis. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Quick break in the action. Let's check out the fiercest shot swatters in the league. Anthony Davis is second.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
Knicks trail by 17. Stockton outside. Pass to Anthony. Launches a three. Rebound, Minnesota. Devon's has got his 6th rebound on the night. Anthony against Markkanen. Deflects the pass. The drive by Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And what a take from Anthony, using his athleticism on that one.
Outside Hardaway. Outside Markkanen. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. New York's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Outside Robinson. And he makes that one. 6 points for him.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Back to Parker. Pass to Markkanen. Parker sets the screen for Markkanen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Hardaway gets it to go.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Now, here's Stockton. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got 6 here in this quarter.
He's an explosive athlete with tremendous positional size. Hardaway has no issue mixing it up inside. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Timberwolves with possession here. 15-point game. Here's Hackett. Bonner. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Davis. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Anthony's got 8 points in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Akez against Anthony. To the inside. Bonner kicks to Mullen. 5 on the clock. And here is Anthony. 14 points for him. Out left to the wing. It's stolen by Mullen. Down low. Kicks it out to Rittenauer. They set the pick. Jacks up a 3. The Knicks pull it in. Knicks on offense. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Pass to Arizon. Back to Young. Pulls up. And Bonner pulls it down. Bonner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Mullen passes to Rittenauer. Akez outside. Gafford inside. Young's there. Shots good by Gafford. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Looking to end his cold spell. Young, no good.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Rittenauer against Young. Outside Mullen. Lock at 6. 3-pointer. And Elton Brand pulls it down. Knicks trail by 15. Young outside. Brand, a screen on Ridden. To the middle. And the rejection by Gafford. Anthony against Hackett. Now here is Mullen. 8 points for him. Pass to Bonner. Doesn't go for him. Great tee that time from Davis. Knicks have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold in the field. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Rittenauer. Still without a basket. Here's Mullen. It's on target from the high post.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Young against Rittenauer. Young inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Knicks have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
That one is off. Both teams will make substitutions. And the second free throw, good. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Stockton on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. Robinson is out there with Davis. Then it's Bogues. And it's Harrison in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Davis. Shoots off the step back. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Bonner's got 7 rebounds in the game. Parker with him. Here is Bonner, guarded by Robinson. Outside Hardaway. Goes up the baseline, and he hits the jumper for 2. Hardaway's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Timberwolves. Now Bogues. Outside Robinson. Davis up top to the right side. It's up a 3. Minnesota with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Back to Davis. And with so many teams, Dan, filling roster spots with rookie contracts, the importance of drafting well continues to rise.
Well, absolutely it does, Kevin. The quicker you can get those guys up to speed and helping you on their rookie contracts where they're at least relatively lower priced, helps your salary cap situation, helps you fill out the roster with quality players. And after a lackluster first half, he's playing with a lot more energy now. Sometimes it takes that break to reset.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Adi Divot's checked in for Bonner. And it's Markkanen in for Mullen. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for the Knicks. Stockton comes in for Bogues. Now here's Stockton. Outside Anthony. And he drops it in from the low post. Anthony's got 10 points here in the second half.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Parker outside. Hardaway has a 2-pointer. That doesn't go either for Hardaway. Knicks trail by 18. Outside Anthony. Beyond the arc. Markkanen pulls it in.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Takes it up with both hands and grips it down.
Oh, nice pass by Markkanen. Knows it's better to give it up than force his own shot.
Stockton passes to Carmelo. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. And that's now 19 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And a quiet first half from distance. Didn't even try a 3, but now he's 1 for 2 from deep in the second half.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Anthony against Markkanen. And Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got 7 points for the quarter. Picked by Markkanen to the inside. Yep, that one goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
And the craftiness that Markkanen shows around the rim makes him tough to deal with.
Stockton outside. And teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happening, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
And so it's New York with it after Penny Hardaway's bucket. And Davis gets it to go.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Outside, Markkanen. From downtown, that shot off. Knicks trail by 18. Pass to Stockton. Anthony right side. Oh, and a jam by Anthony.
And I think there'll be a lot of nights like this in Carmelo's future. His offensive potential is immense.
And here is Hardaway. Out to Parker. From the wing. Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Anthony, the pass to Stockton. Back to Anthony. That's good. And a nice assist from Stockton. Stockton's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. And they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. Markkanen kicks to Parker. Timberwolves passing it around. Guarded by Davis. Banked in off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
Well, over the course of the night, he's been taking shots he's comfortable with, and it's working.
Stockton dishes to Carmelo. Just 5 on the clock. Now Davis. Let's lose a 3. Markkanen pulls it down.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Off the glass.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Now here's Stockton. Now Davis. Anthony fires. The long shot, no good.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Now, here's Markkanen. Does not go. Hardaway again, Stockton. There's 1:40 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Robinson. Outside Davis. Anthony. Jumper is off. Minnesota leading by 18.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Timberwolves.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins. And the Timberwolves call time here. 109 left here in the fourth quarter. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Stan, we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectory's not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases it's not a straight line. Because, look, the other teams are all trying to win, too. That's what makes things different. So you might be slightly off the next year and someone else makes a big jump, and then it looks like your decline is a lot bigger than it is. Every year is a new year.
Here is Ridnour following the score of Elton Brand. Mullen against Young. 6 on the shot clock. And it doesn't go. Jacks up a 3. A three-pointer. Good. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that about wraps it up. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Penny Hardaway. The point guard position at 6'6". Number 14, Smith. Starting at 6 feet.
Tim, we're in the middle of a grueling NBA season. What's a challenge the fans might not realize?
Well, it's just that grind, BA, mentally and physically. Trying to find enough rest, trying to stay energized between the years often is the biggest challenge.
So a look at our starters for the Heat. We've got Mikal Bridges, and it's Wade in at the shooting guard position. Simmons against Irving. Pass to Wade. Inside, and he dunks it down.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Now here's Smith. Oh, they get a hand on it. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now here's Smith. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Now here's Bain. He's closely guarded. Sorber with a rebound.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Now here's Simmons, averaging around 6 a game. Pass to Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Outside Bain, it's tipped, and they're on the break. Here's Wade, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player. And the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
Here's Bridges, after Memphis picked up the 3 with their last shot. Here's Wade. He's guarded by Irving. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bridges, and it's Miami with another.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Bain. 14 points his last outing. And he converts the layup. Bain's got his second bucket of the night.
And even if he isn't the biggest, strongest guy out there, Bain can still do damage inside.
Pass to Sorber. Miami moving it around. 3-pointer, Bridges. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. Here's Irving. Bain finds Smith. Back to Bain. Sorber with a rebound. Heat leading by 4. Here's Wade. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist. Wade's got 7.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
So Memphis calls timeout. They're first. Here are some of the best and most intelligent shooters in the association. Zach Edey on top.
And this guy just flat out knows how to score. A high IQ offensive player with a strong feel for what shots to take, which is why his field goal percentage leads the league.
Smith with it. Simmons defending. A nice shot by Smith.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Miami leading by 4. Pass to Wade. Now Simmons. Down low. Here's Howard. Second chance shot. Oh, and Turner with a block.
A ferocious shot blocker. Turner provides a sense of security to the rest of his teammates.
For Miami, they've gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Out to Bridges. Pass to Sorber. Here's Wade, guarded by Bain. It's Bridges on the wing. From the arc. Fires for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Bridges has gotten his second bucket.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Outside Irving. For 3, Smith. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Smith's got 5.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Double by Turner. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You take a look at the Heat, way down in the conference standings. Lots of ground to make up in the final half of the year. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Edey's checked in for Turner, and it's Jaylen Brown in for Bain. Payton against Smith. Outside Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebound Miami. They're getting their first look of the season at the Grizzlies in this one.
They lost both games to this team last year. Don't know if anyone noticed, but both clubs were just so bad. They felt embarrassed.
Here's Brown. Miami making their last shot. Pass to Edey. Ooh, it's stolen away. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Parks. And it's Irving with a rebound. Grizzlies trail by 6. Smith outside. Now Irving. Six on the shot clock.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
At the line for 2, Julius Irving.
First free throw is good. Zion Williamson is checked in for Memphis. Johnson comes in for Smith. He's off on the second.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Miami leading by 3. Pass to Ilgauskas. Miami moving it around. Hero for 3 is rebounded by Memphis.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Williamson finds Johnson. Excellent D there from Hero. Miami has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Payton with it. Still no points. Over Irving. Payton's shot is good. And the Heat lead by 5. And it's Williamson with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Brown. Solid defense from Williams.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
Pass to Hero from downtown, on target from range. And now an 8-point Miami lead.
Put Hero anywhere on the arc and he'll shoot it. I mean, he is so confident.
to the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Three-pointer. Called in by Brown for Memphis. They've gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. And that one's good. Irving.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Hero outside. Pass to Payton. Now here's Williams. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. Joseph is checked in for Memphis. Grizzlies trail by 6. A minute 6 left to play in the first quarter. Back to Williamson. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Now here's Payton. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game.
Yeah, absolutely no hesitation from Hero. He shoots at will from range.
Here's Johnson. Williamson outside. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
That's 4 turnovers for them in this one. Just lazy play early. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Now here's Hero. He's got 6. Pure from 3-point range.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Williamson. And it's blocked. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Miami out in front. They're up by 10. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Heat.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
And let's take a look at Miami. We've got Ben Simmons, and it's Sorber in at the 4. There's a screen by Turner. Here's Bain. 5 on the clock. Howard grabs the miss. Heat leading by 10. Oh, there's the alley. Sorber, no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Yeah, the timing was a little bit off and it forced the miss.
Smith, no good. Miami's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Pass to Sorber. Here's Howard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Howard's gotten his second bucket on the night. Well, Memphis shooting around 44%. Not bad. For 3, Smith. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Now here's Bain. 5 points in the game. Smith outside. There's the triple. Knocks it down from distance. Smith's got 11 points.
Slowly building up steam. Hit 1 from range in the first. He's hit 2 here in the second.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Timeout called. Memphis. And let's check in on the rookies making an impact with their passing. 5th on the list, Ben Simmons.
The league got a big infusion of talented passers this year, and he's up there with the best of them. And as time goes, his court vision is only going to get better.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Wade, the pass to Simmons. Back to Wade. Pass to Bridges. Hits the trifecta. He's got 10.
Yeah, canning it from the corner isn't as easy as Bridges made it look that time.
And here's Bain. From 7 feet. The bank shot, no good.
And if they want to come up with a win here, he either needs to start making shots or find another way to help his team. Well, that's an excellent contest, and then he finished the play with a tough rebound.
From 12 feet, and he connects with a jumper. Smith's got 13 now.
This looks like it's going to be a big night for him.
Out to the right wing. Back to Wade. Pass to Bridges. Outside Simmons. Here's Swarber. Here's Wade. He's got 7. Oh, stolen by Turner. Here's Joseph. Back to Bain. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Bain's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
3-pointer, Bridges. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Smith passes to Bain. Ooh, poked away. Pass to Turner. Here's Shays. It's tipped. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's a look at some stats for him. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Well, every team is looking for wings who can defend multiple positions. Who's at the top of your list, Tim?
Yeah, I look at a guy like Lou Dort. Look at a guy like Jaden McDaniels. They've got length, a whole lot of want to, and they've got the ability to guard multiple positions.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Timeout call. Memphis. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Phoenix.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor.
In for Wade. Outside Irving. Pass to Joseph. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Heat.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. just missed it.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Commissioner Adam Silver talked about tweaking the game. He said analytics takes sports in a certain direction because it's a coach and GM's job to win, and they'll do everything they can to do so under the existing rules. It's on us to adjust because we're also looking at the aesthetic appeal of the game. PA, back to you.
Thank you very much for the report, Allie.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Hits both from the stripe.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Payton against Johnson. Pass to Williamson. Shot to stop the run. Miami grabs the miss. Parks got 4 rebounds now. Simmons, the pass to Payton. Here's Parks. Gets the 3 to fall. Parks got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
There is no doubt about it. They've done a great job minimizing all of the external factors.
And here are the Heat now, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. And we've heard some coaches complain about short turnarounds on back-to-back legs. Would you like to see more done there?
Well, for those late starts when you arrive at the hotel at 2 or 3 in the morning and you've got to play the next night, those are certainly rough. But I feel like the league has done all they can, eliminating back-to-backs as much as they can. And certainly there's an emphasis on recovery and rest at all costs.
I love how unafraid they are to mix it up in the paint.
To the inside, here's Ilgauskas, and he buries his first look.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Memphis. 15-point game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Williamson. He's got 6. And out of bounds, the Heat will take it. Best thieves in the league. The steals leaders over the last month. And here's Miami. They're on a 12-4 run. Now Payton. Pass to Williams. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson. Johnson against Williams. Here's Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Kevin Johnson. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Williams from long range. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Edey. Now Williamson. Here he goes. Edey up top. Clock at 6. Back to Williamson. Misses the 3. Heat leading by 16. Ilgauskas, the pass to Payton. Pass to Parks. Lets it go from deep. And it's Irving with a rebound. For Memphis, they've gone 8 of 15 in the second. .121 left in the first half of this game. Out of bounds, it'll be Miami's ball. And here's what Memphis' schedule looks like. On Tuesday, and then on Friday, they'll head home to take on the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And looking at the Philadelphia matchup, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
And here are the Heat. They're on a 15-6 run. Out to the right wing. Ilgauskas, the pass to Payton. Here's Parks. From down in the low post, it goes. Parks got 5 now.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Outside Johnson. Here's Irving. And again, Memphis no good.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Good on the bucket. 6 points for him.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for them.
Now here's Irving. And Hero grabs the board. Miami leading by 20. Pass to Williams. The 3 is up. The rebound by Edey. Left side Irving.
Out of my way.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. It's the Heat. They lead by 18. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching quickly, here's an update on how the dunk contest contenders are shaping up.
Watch these guys from now into the contest. I bet they thought of crazy in-game dunks that you've never seen before.
I feel like they've never chose you because they like their backboard so much.
That would be correct.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Miami Heat.
They've kept the ball moving. No one's trying to be a hero, and you see the results.
Yeah, they're just not slinging it around. They are passing with a purpose.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Boy, you look at Mikal Bridges, what a contribution.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Miami leading by 18. Desmond Bane is out there with Smith. Then there's Miles Turner, and it's Shays in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. The 3 from Bane. Drains the triple. Bane's got 10.
You gotta D up Bane from the corner, or else he'll bury those shots in bunches.
Bridges outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Heat lead by 18.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Smith against Simmons. Pass to Irving. 6 to shoot. Here's Shays. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Sorber. Here's Wade. He has 7. Back to Bridges. The 3-ball. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. Thought he'll head to the line for 3. And Grant, when talking about certain players, We hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. Grizzlies trail by 21. Payne surveying the D. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Payne's got 12.
Yeah, what an aggressive take from Bane. So confident on these drives.
Here's Wade, covered by Smith. Bridges, right side. Second chance effort. And Howard with the lay-in. He has 6.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Over to the wing. Pass to Turner. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. Joseph is checked in for Irving.
Number 35, Lonnie Joseph.
And here are the Heat now. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Bridges outside. Back to Wade. The three is up. Grizzlies with the rebound. Smith outside to the middle. Here's Joseph. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
It's so sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Here's Wade. He has 7. Off target on the 15-footer. Here's Shays. Simmons defending. Bane into the lane. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Grizzlies.
One shot.
ChiVsMem Bane. One shot.
Miami leading by 16. Pass to Bridges. Howard up top. Miami moving it around. And again, no good by Miami. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up for the Heat. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Buries it down low. Simmons has got his first basket. Grizzlies trail by 16. Pass to Turner. Here's Shays. Here's Joseph to the inside. Here's Turner. The shot won't fall. Howard with some nice D. Miami has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Here's Wade. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist.
3 points.
Simmons has got assist number 5 here tonight. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Simmons against Smith. Takes one from 10 feet. Bane cuts off the pass. Outside Simmons. Pass to Sorber. Here's Wade. Back to Simmons. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Heat.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
And I've also been very impressed with their ball movement. It has led to better shots. The offense overall has had a great rhythm.
Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Memphis. And Miami with a change here too. Hayden's checked in. Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Memphis shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
That one's off. Memphis making a switch here. And the second free throw is good. Heat leading by 19. For 3, Bridges. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got his 6th assist of the night. Smith against Payton. Knocked loose. Payton with a steal. Pass to Simmons. Payton up top. Now here's Williams. And again, Miami with a triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Edey with a screen on Payton. To the paint. It's stolen by Howard. Bridges passes to Simmons. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Simmons has got his 2nd basket of the game.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
Edey with a screen on Payton. Down low. It's stolen by Howard. Poke loose. Here's Joseph. Pass to Edey. Back to Smith. To stop the run. Rebound by the Heat.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Outside Payton. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point land. The rebound by Edey.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And here's Smith. 14 points for him. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Memphis shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Taking 2 shots. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Good on the second one. And it's Miami's ball. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Hero with it. He's got 9. Pass to Payton. Outside, Williams. Off target from outside.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Inside, tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Miami. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Memphis has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Smith outside. 5 to shoot. Pass to Edey. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Williamson. Rebound Miami. Parks got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Payton. They set the pick. Williams on the wing. Sinks it from distance. Williams has got 6 points in the quarter.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Here's Smith. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Now here's Payton. 6 points for him. Hero outside. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Parks, no good. And here's Williamson. He'll bring it up for Memphis. The kick out to Johnson from outside the arc. Gets the 3-ball to go. Johnson's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Brown against Payton. Pass to Williams. Takes a 3. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth quarter. They've got Taylor Horton-Tucker. He's out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Parks in at the 5 spot. Here's Ilgauskas. Pass to Hero. Drops in the layup for 2. 11 points for Tyler Hero.
You're busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
Here's Johnson. Here's Joseph. Williamson looking around. To the inside. Here's Law. There's the block. Outside Horton-Tucker. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Ilgauskas. Lets it fly from 18. It's rebounded by Law. Memphis has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game.
BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. And in recent years, Legs, we're seeing a lot of young teams having success. Also, depth playing big dividends. What's changed?
Well, I think with today's up-tempo style, more players have to cover more ground. It just makes sense that younger, deeper teams are better equipped to handle all that wear and tear.
Young players seem to be more welcome, too, in the NBA culture.
No doubt. They're going to get an opportunity sooner.
Horton-Tucker with it. Johnson on him. Horton-Tucker, the pass to Hero. Here's Ilgauskas. Hero outside. And again, no good by Miami. The Grizzlies have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Rebounded by Ilgauskas. Miami dominating the game. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Hero, the pass to Horton-Tucker. Back to Hero. Outside Horton-Tucker. No good with the triple.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Spinarkle. Here's Williamson. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Here's Spinarkle. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. With the drive, Parks gets the bucket.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
The Grizzlies shooting 47% on this one. Looking efficient. Outside Johnson. Here's the pick. The 3. Park pulls it in. Park's got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Harvey. Here's Ilgauskas. No good on the 3. Johnson against Hero. Johnson passes to Joseph. Back to Johnson. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And that's the shot they were looking for, right under the hoop.
Now here's Horton Tucker, covered by Johnson. Harvey, off target with the 3. For Memphis, they've gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the 4th. Not great. Back to Johnson. Great D that time from Horton Tucker.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Hero outside. They set the screen from behind the arc. It's rebounded by Law. Law's got 4 rebounds in the game. Now here's Williamson. All right, Tim, you've covered the NBA for a long time now. What's one thing you wish you could change about how we cover the game?
Well, I think there's a temptation to boil it down to hot takes, and I'd much rather see us cover the appreciation that we all have for the nuances of the actual basketball.
The game has never been more skilled than it is right now.
Totally agree.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Johnson passes to Joseph. Back to Johnson. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. Take a second to present our player of the game, Mikal Bridges.
Oh, wow. His long-distance shooting was just on point this evening. When he crosses that half-court line, you better have a hand in his face or he'll make you pay.
Well, they were coming off 2 straight losses, and he put his foot down. He stepped up his game, had a big night, and got them moving in the right direction again. Johnson passes to Turner. Here's Joseph. He's guarded by Hero. Fades away, and there are the Grizzlies with another bucket.
And it really took a while, but they've started to find their form. And this run's making the deficit look a little bit more respectable.
Parks, no good. And here's Memphis. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. And the basket is good. Turner's got his first 2 points.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
And they seem to have found something out there. I like the confidence they're playing with. Well, he was shooting the ball from deep in the first half, but he's come up dry ever since.
Turner, a screen on Williams. Rebound Miami. Park's got 9 rebounds now. Pass to Williams. Lets the 3 fly. Memphis with a rebound.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
There's the 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
Those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Miami leading by 18. Now Payton. Now pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Hero against Bain. Pass to Joseph. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball.
When you're losing, you can't afford to give the ball away.
And Miami going with a whole new group out there. Here's Wade, outside Simmons. Pass to Howard. And as NBA franchise values continue to skyrocket, it's pretty amazing to see, isn't it, Legs?
It really is. And even if you're LeBron James, who has said he may want to own a team in the future, he may even need some help footing that bill. It is pricey.
Adding zeros by the decades. Turner, no good. Miami leading by 22. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Wade, guarded by Bain. Just 5 on the clock. Wade, the pass to Simmons. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Heat.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
VA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Mikal Bridges.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Smith against Simmons. The three from Bain. Nails it from beyond the arc. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They have a 19-point lead. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Miami moving it around. Pass to Wade. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Desmond Bain.
Shooting for Miami, Dwayne Wade at the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. So it's the Heat winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And now let's take a look at our player of the game.